Welcome Thunder fans, and look, I'm even going to welcome Laker fans today, guys. We're about to go to war, and I'm just going to thought I'd do this quick video on the very latest that I've heard on what's going on with the two hamstrung superstars that haven't played. Luka hasn't played a game yet in the playoffs. Obviously, J-Dub has played 2 games and went out in game 2 of the Suns. So what I'm hearing from these two series, so both players have officially been ruled out of game 1. Game 1's tomorrow. Both players officially ruled out. Probably no secret for most people. But what I'm hearing is Luka is a very good chance for game 2. Which is interesting. I thought that's May 7th. So they were saying initially they were saying he wasn't touching it. He wasn't going to touch the floor till very late this series, to the game 5, game 6. Then they came out with I think it was a few days ago that May 11 was kind of the next time he was looking at coming back, which was either game, I think that's sort of game 4. Now they've just released yesterday that we're looking at May 7. That's game 2, baby. So Luka Doncic might be traveling to OKC for game 2. That's quite a big a news story, man, because obviously you know what Luka's capable of offensively, man. He's a dynamo. He can average 40 points a game in this series potentially. You know, I'm not sure the Thunder defenders will let that happen, but look, hypothetically, the man's a walking bucket. He's an assist machine. He can do anything on the court offensively. It obviously makes a massive difference having him as opposed to not having him. So what I'm hearing is Luka's coming back game 2. Don't know if there's going to be minutes restriction. Don't know how he is, what capacity he's going to be coming in. I can't imagine him coming off the bench. He'll slot straight into a starter. So that's very interesting. Now we go over to the Thunder superstar and my favourite player. So sorry, Lakers fans. I'm going to keep this one pretty down the line. I'm not going to favour anyone, but all I'm talking about are these injuries coming back. So obviously J-Dub officially ruled out of game 1. I'm hearing game 3 is what I've heard. I've looked around, I've researched a fair bit. Game 3 is what they're talking. So they're going to skip him for this homestand, these first game 1 and 2, and bring him in game 3, which is interesting. I would have thought he's week to week, day to day. They're saying now it's a 2 to 3 week injury kind of thing, and that's kind of now. I wouldn't risk him in game 1 either. I don't know, man. Grade 1, J-Dub's got a grade 1 hamstring strain, which is micro tears or overstretching of the hamstring, whereas Luka Doncic has obviously had a grade 2. He's been out a lot longer, and it's actual more significant tears of the hamstring. Neither were grade 3, which is good. Luka's recovery obviously much longer, much more intense, and he'll come back. The return to court is a lot harder on a grade 2 hamstring strain. I've had both personally, so I speak from experience, and I've seen so many. So it's very interesting. These two hamstrung superstars, both looking to be in this series sort of early to mid, you know, like 2 games 3. That's a lot earlier than I anticipated for both players, and that's going to make this for a fascinating series. You want your best players on the court. Obviously, I believe the Lakers need Doncic more than we need J-Dub. The OKC needs J-Dub. Doncic is just a walking offensive machine. He can run the whole team's offense. And it takes so much pressure off LeBron. LeBron does not have young legs. You saw that in the Houston series. He tired a lot towards the end of the games. Teams throwing some hard defense at it, and he was coughing the pill up late in games. Almost cost him a game. I don't know how they got out of jail in that game 3, but anyway. Luka will take a ton of pressure off LeBron, and so is Austin Reeves, and the 3 of them, you've got a 3-headed monster that can all get their own shot, all handle the rock. It changes the Lakers so much. So him coming back game 2 is massive, and it definitely gives this a chance to be a series. Without Luka, you weren't looking at much of a, no offense Lakers fans, this was not going to be a long series without Luka Doncic. So him coming in, it definitely makes this a lot more spicy and interesting. And for J-Dub, well, him coming in for game 3, what they're saying, kind of surprises me. I thought he would probably come in. Look, I don't know what the series score is going to be going in. And what my take would have been on, from a Thunder's point of view, is you roll the dice first 2 games. If we win those first 2 games, why play him on the road, man? Just go to LA and try and get a split, come home 3-1, and you know that's it. You get your win. Then if you're going to bring J-Dub back, you bring him back in game 5 at home. If at all, maybe you go with a 3-1 lead, roll the dice, man. You know, but if you're going to bring him home, bring him back in game 5. Try and close it out. Get him a little bit of court time before conference finals. That's what I'd do if I was the Thunder organisation. But look, man, they're they're a lot smarter than some 48-year-old loser over in Australia that's just addicted to basketball. So I'll trust the Thunder. And yeah, it's very interesting to hear they're saying Game 3. So that's very interesting. And with Luke, I mean, both teams could be playing a little bit of chicken here. You know, like playing with a bit of house money first. You know, like both coming the same approach. Thunder going in, say, look, let's try and see how we go. If we can go up 2-0, you know, like we've won. You know, J-Dub hasn't played and we've got a big win. He stayed fresh. But the Lakers could be saying the same thing. Sheesh, let's play Luke. Let's play Game 1 without Luka, man. If we get the win, leave him off, man, and play Game 2 again. Let's play Game 1. If we get pumped or if we lose in Game 1, maybe we do need Luka. Let's bring him for Game 2. So, you know, both are playing kind of with a bit of house money, to quote Michael Cage, a little bit in a reverse sense kind of thing. You give your team and your bench a chance to see how they go without those players, and then just see what happens, and then adapt from there as to whether you bring those superstar players back or not. Anyway, that's what I believe is the latest. I tried to wait until as long as possible before the series starts. Series starts tomorrow morning Australia time. I wanted to wait as long as possible to get the closest updates on those injuries, and I believe that's it. So I think you're going to see Luka Game 2, J-Dub Game 3, and I think Game 4. Look, if we're going into Game 4 and it's a 2-1, either way, most likely Thunder, but no offense. If it's a 2-1 and you bring it and you got all your players in the court Game 4, we got a series, man. It's going to be very entertaining, man. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. There's heaps more NBA playoff talk coming up. A hell of a lot more Thunder for Thunder fans. Obviously, I'm a massive Thunder fan, so I'm going to follow this the Thunder playoff request to repeat. I'm going to be following that very closely. So keep an eye on it, guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Cheers, guys.